Hi, I'm Nacho, and I want to show you how I think about products. I created a method that I'm about to show you as a simple methodology to get from idea to MVP blueprint, okay, to have the actual features that you have to create in an MVP. And I'm going to showcase how we get from behavior to, or how do you distill the behaviors that you need to get to to create a great product, right? You can read about this method on behavioral design models. And I'm going to use an example, a real life product that's called Boon and Bliss. I met Catherine, she's the founder at Tech Sharon Disrupt, and she told me about this product, and I really think that that makes a lot of sense because it's simple and it will help me explain how I go by using this methodology. Okay. Full disclosure here, I haven't downloaded the app, it's region locked. Catherine had a meeting with me and explained me how things go. So don't take this as a full explanation of what Boon and Bliss is, but what I understood of the idea and what I think the idea could be, right? So, what is Boon and Bliss? It's an app where you create a dream for a friend, you add something to it, and then invite people to contribute and share it. Okay, so you share what you did. And this is instead of having instead of buying a mug or a t shirt, you're actually helping people fulfill lifelong um, dreams, right? So, so this deals with something that is uh, interesting because it's not the usual way we think about gifts. Gifts are given from one person to another one. This is not you usually don't pitch into a gift, though sometimes you do. And I wanted to see it from a perspective of what is the behavior that you need to create here. So let's talk about my first model. My first model directly relates a product with a live thing, right? With something that is alive. And there is three different moments in a life in general, right? So you need to get something from infancy to a maturity, basically to get you to be able to work from your own. That's what I call growth. Those are the behaviors that get you to that point where you can nurture by yourself. You don't need help for that. Nurture is something that allows you to get more and more energy to a point where you can reproduce and actually show this to someone else. Okay. So what I have done here, and you can, we even have a recipe here. Yeah, we can see the whole process we will go through. Let's go to the first one. There's a recipe. We'll make three columns, and we start with nurture, and then with growth, then with reproduction. Okay, so the idea here is to map really fast what are the behaviors that we need people to do in order to gain energy and to reproduce the product to someone else, to have a word of mouth. Okay, I use two colors. One is for the giver, one is for the receiver of the gift. Okay, and you can take a look. But basically, you decide on a gift for someone, so you can buy a gift, so you can pitch in on gift, and keep on buying gifts. And each time you give away, or you ask others to contribute, or you select a gift for yourself, you're actually reproducing this to others. You're letting others know that this app exists, right? Okay. Second one. The second model is really important because it starts to recognizing the actors. So you need to recognize who is part of this platform or who is playing what role in this platform. And in this case, you have two. You have someone that is giving a gift, someone that is getting a gift, and you have to find the roles that they are actually fulfilling. this case, there's someone that is paying, it's the one that is giving gift, someone that is designing usage, and someone that doesn't get to decide or not pay and just uses. That is the one that's getting the gift. Sorry, I forgot that here I should have something like this because I use the app. Okay. So this is something that it's a red flag or a yellow warning that says, hey, you're forcing the one that is getting the gift to download an app, to use something. So let's see if we can work from there, right? This is something should be an interesting concept to move forward in design. Model number 3, and I see I have deleted model number 4, so I will get it from the webpage in a way. What is model number 3? Model number 3 is how do you provide value to these actors, okay? And there are 3 types of value or needs you can solve to provide value. There are existing needs, there are those that get you to keep on the way you're doing stuff, or to keep on living, or to keep on your status quo. And if you do anything of that easier, then you basically are providing existing needs solutions, right? If I get you to go to work easier, well, you're actually solving existing need. Or if I give you more money for your work, then I'm solving an existing need. Okay, I'm making it easier for your existence to keep the same. And then you have relationship needs. Those are the ones that will get you to, you want to be part of someone, some group, and to be to foster those relationships, right? So that's the other group. And finally, growth is all of that thing that gets you to transcend or to be better at something. And in this case, by giving you a gift and making it easier, the process of making a gift and all of that, I need to give you something for your birthday to maintain this relationship. So I'm either trying to foster this relationship or I'm trying not to break it. And finally, because it's Boon and Bliss, I'm helping you be better. I'm helping you get something out of achieve a dream that you have. Okay. If I'm getting the dream, the gift, then I'm probably have some relationship aspect there, and it could have some existence. But the most important thing here is that I'm able to do something that gets me to grow, to that probably I wouldn't have invested in this. Why is that? Well, because you try to solve your existence needs first, then your relationship, and then the growth. So this is forcing or inviting me to take time on this aspect of my life. Okay, so I told you that I had broken this, so let me go and get it, and you can see how easy it is to use this. Just copy image, and I will just paste it here. Okay, awesome. No, sorry, I pasted the wrong one. So thought that I was on the fourth. Okay, so copy fourth. And I'm using freehand and to chart this. Okay. So the fourth, we need to find our target behaviors. What are target behaviors? Those behaviors that will create value for an actor if they do it. Okay. So in this case, I think it's buying a gift because it makes it easier, pitch on other gifts, ask others to contribute and select a gift for myself, and getting the gift, actually exchanging the gift is the value I'm getting, right? And we have to order them from the actor that is getting less value to the actor that is getting more value. And I think this case, well, I'm getting gift something, I don't put any effort, I just need to exchange, I'm getting more value than paying for it and all of that. and I have to order them in terms of how much value they create. Okay, so and this is debatable, but the whole idea here is that you will get a prioritization of what elements to focus on, right? What are the things that you have to design for? And right now, I need to design first to buy a gift for somebody, and then not to let any gift not to be exchanged. Okay, so for people to get their gifts, and then I will go to pitch on gifts, etc., etc., etc. There is a model here that it's about discovering how hard it will get me, or to estimating how hard it will be to actually how much time do I should take in designing, because there is a possibility of you spending all your time on the first one and not actually providing value for the second, for the one that's getting the gift. In this case, it's not so much of a problem. But when you have several different actors, this starts to be an issue, and this is why you will tackle first one actor, the topmost of an actor, then the next, the topmost of the second actor, and so on. And so you are giving value to everyone, right? Okay, what is this? This is a behavioral funnel. I start with the behavior that I want to drive, but it's often the case that you're not in the position to be able to buy a gift for somebody using Boon and Bliss, and without doing some previous steps. So let's see what those steps are. Well, you need to either decide yourself what you're going to get someone, or join another idea. And if you want to join to another idea, you need to add or search a friend, and in any case, you need to register and to download the app in the first place. Okay. And this could be a little bit more complex, and you could add more or less. And there is a case for making things simpler, or more complex, uh, just because the amount of steps, mm, or the granularity you want to achieve depends on how much you don't know about the problem, right? So you might go a little bit more granular or a little less granular. I did a fairly simple diagram so I can discuss the optimizations I will do with this. So let's go to my notes on optimization. So the first step is you need to get someone to download an app. Here I have a guest. Uh, she has been sleeping on my back for all this time. But okay, back to this. So why would I need to download an app? I'm doing something that I want to keep. I want to keep a gift. This is a step that is difficult just by itself. Can we remove that? That's one of my first things I will think. Then, do I really have to register to get to the ad and search friend, or to join someone else's idea, or to propose an idea for someone? Because this will get a lot less people to actually perform these tasks, and these tasks are essential for the platform, because one of then we'll see it, but one of the big issues here is the shortest. I will go here. The shortest path is this one, but this behavior in particular, it's difficult because it will have you will have a lot of friction and a lot of cognitive friction to get to think what do they want. If you already have it decided, it's not so much of a problem. But if you don't know what to get them, then we need to find something. And I've been doing some research about it, so you can think how you can do that. So let's say I have to add a friend. Well, do I have to add a friend? I can add it by email. I can add it by Instagram. maybe I can just put it on a list there, and anyone can search and see if okay if this Instagram handle has an idea or not, and therefore you can identify people that are not yet in the platform. And probably one of these does that, but I haven't been able to check it out. Um, and here's the key elements, right? We need to get ideas because it's a lot easier if I just get to search a handle and then say, hey, they want to go to the moon, and therefore I can pitch in to their dream of going to the moon. Okay, so the first thing I will recommend, Catherine, here is ask everyone what they want, and don't ask them to get a recommendation. Ask them what is your dream, and then use it, and ask to submit ideas anonymously. Don't get people to be registered. Just get an idea of people that can. Hey, I've heard that this. She once told me that she wanted to horseback ride on the beach. Okay, awesome. I will write it down here. I don't have to register. I don't have to do anything. I just link the Instagram handle or the Twitter handle to that idea, and anyone can use it. Okay. The second thing is I will move register to the moment you have to pay. So yeah, I can go check if someone has an idea, and if I want to pay, well, okay, I have to register. I will have to do some stuff to do that. Okay, and I will part of my register will be, hey, what is your lifelong dream? Okay, I've been explaining a little bit about and these steps that are going beyond this diagram, but there is a concept and there is a paper, this one, that the a gift can be either reflective of the receiver or the giver, right? And you can give away a part of you, or you can give up something that you think that you will enjoy. And this study shows that if you give something out of you, you promote closeness. Okay, and it's an interesting read. Okay, so maybe getting them to tell you what is their lifelong dream will either be used as a gift for someone else, or will inspire that person to give away that, right? So, oh, you don't know what to get them, what is the thing you want? Okay, finally, and I've done this for a couple of more. They are not so complex, but finally, and I'm going to get to here so the video is not too long. We want to have a prioritization of how we're going to tackle this. Okay, so I took away these two. I don't need them, and I think that if we already have the the ideas, the closest, the simpler, the path is going from search someone, join to their idea, register, and then buy it. Okay, and I use a color code here to think if it's either a trigger, an ability, or a motivation problem. And this comes from a theory from BJ Fogg's model that that tells you that you need a certain amount of both motivation and ability at the time that a trigger event happens to do something, right? And so let's go here. Let's show you a little bit the graph. Something like this, right? So you have a line that motivation and ability. So if your motivation is low and your ability is pretty simple, it's pretty high, sorry, and then you will not do it. If your motivation is, sorry, I did it the other way around. If your motivation is high and your ability is low, then you will not do it. If your motivation is low and your ability is high, you won't do it. If your motivation and ability are high at the moment, then you will do it. So this is the line that separates someone being done or not if the trigger happens. Now, this makes the most important part of this model the trigger, because if there is no trigger, then this competition is not happening. Okay, so take a look at this. But I color code this, and then you will go back and decide how you're going to do out of such a frame in terms of triggering. How are we going to get people to notice that they have to do this and that, and showing another idea with the ability, etc., etc., etc. Okay, and notice something. I order in reverse order that you will do, because I want you, because this is a funnel. I want you to work on the top of the funnel first to get to the target behavior. Okay, so the models are on the web page. You can try it, and I hope that this makes sense. I rushed it a little bit. I didn't want this to be too long, and I hope you've been able to understand me. Okay, I think that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know. You can contact me through the web page, and I hope if you ever do a great product with this, please let me know. And if you have an idea and you want to talk, also, bye bye.